Next, we have isotopes and isobars. So first of all, let's begin with isotopes. So question is, what do you mean by isotopes? Give examples. Isotopes are atoms of the same element having same atomic number but different mass numbers. For example, there are three isotopes of hydrogen named as protium, deuterium and tritium. And the notations for these are as shown here. If you notice these notations, you will find that all these three, they have the same symbols, that is H, which means they belong to the same atom. And since they belong to the same atom, that means they will be having the same atomic number, because every atom of a particular element, it has a unique atomic number. That means hydrogen will have the same atomic number in all the three cases, that is 1. But these three are having the different mass numbers. For protium it is 1, for deuterium it is 2, and for tritium it is 3. So such type of atoms which belong to same element having same atomic number but different mass numbers, they are called isotopes. Some other examples are isotopes of carbon. So there are two isotopes of carbon, one is carbon 12 and second one is carbon 14, also written as shown here. We can also write them as C12, which stands for C612, and C14, which stands for the second one. So what is the basic difference between these two? So basic difference is that in both the cases, if you notice that atomic number is 6, that means both of them will have the same protons, that is 6. And since they are neutral, therefore number of electrons will also be equal to 6. And we know that number of neutrons is equal to mass number minus atomic number. Therefore for first case 12 minus 6, that is equal to 6. And for second case 14 minus 6, that is equal to 8. So here we can conclude that isotopes differ only on the basis of number of neutrons. They will be having the same number of electrons as well as protons but different neutrons. Now students, moving forward, here we have noticed that both carbon 12 and carbon 14, they are having the same number of electrons, that is 6. That means their electronic configuration will also be same, 2 4 and 2 4. And since they are having the same valence electron, that is the electrons present in the last shell, which are called valence electrons. And we know that valency depends upon valence electrons. In this case it is 4 for carbon 12 as well as 4 for carbon 14. Now students, there are two type of properties. One are chemical properties and second one are physical properties. Now the chemical properties, it depends upon the number of valence electrons or valency. And since both the isotopes, they contain same number of valence electrons, that means they contain same number of valency, therefore they will be having the same chemical properties. Number 2, physical properties. Physical properties depend upon the mass of a substance. And since these two are having different mass numbers, therefore they will be having different masses, because we know that masses are numerically equal to mass numbers. That means for first case mass is 12 and for second case mass is 14U. And since they are having different masses, that means they will be having different physical properties. So the question is, why do isotopes have same chemical properties but different physical properties? So answer is simple. Chemical properties depend upon valence electrons, which are same, hence valencies are same for both the isotopes. But physical properties, they depend upon masses, which are different for these two, hence they will be having different physical properties. Now students, as we know that mass of an atom is equal to mass number, but if the atoms, they have different isotopes, if there are different isotopes of a particular element, then what would be the mass of that particular element? In this case, chlorine exists in two isotopic forms, one with chlorine 35 and second is chlorine 37. That means Mass for this isotope is 35 and mass for this isotope is 37. So how can we able to know, how we will be able to know the exact mass of the chlorine? That what we have to choose, whether 35 or 37 for our calculations, for our studies. So students, if there are isotopes of a particular element, then its mass is first of all calculated as an average atomic mass. And what is average atomic mass? It basically depends upon the percentage composition of the isotopes present in the sample. In this case, chlorine 35 is 75% and chlorine 37 is 25%. Therefore, the mass of chlorine will be average atomic mass. Hence, we have to calculate the average atomic mass and that will be taken as the mass for chlorine. So, the average atomic mass of chlorine is equal to, how can we calculate it? It's very simple to calculate. Average atomic masses are always equal to sum of the products of masses and percentages divided by 100. In this case, there are two isotopes. That means mass of first isotope into percentage of first isotope plus mass of second isotope into percentage of second isotope divided by 100. So in the first case, that is chlorine 35, mass is 35 and percentage is 75. That means 35 into 75 plus mass of second isotope is 37 and percentage of second isotope is 25 divided by 100, and the answer comes out to be equal to 35.5 U. Therefore, atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5 U. So basically, if the mass is in fractions, it means that that particular element has isotopes and its mass is actually the average mass of all the isotopes that exist, and therefore it is in fraction. So if there are more than two isotopes, then the formula will be written as like this. For example, if there are three isotopes, then the formula will become M1 into P1 plus M2 into P2 plus M3 into P3 divided by 100. So this is how we can calculate the average atomic mass of any particular element containing various isotopes.